Okay, today we're changing the oil on a BMW X6. Here are the items you'll need. So I've got 8 litres of oil. I actually only need 6.5. I've got the oil filter, which actually came with a new seal. Both the copper for the drain plug and this one to go on the cap for the oil filter. We've got a 27mm socket for removing the oil filter cover. Got a jug just to measure it out for that final 2.5 litres after I've applied the first 4. I've also got a funnel just to make it a little bit easier, reduce spillage. Torque wrench, it's already set to 25 nanometers of torque. That's just for tightening up the drain plug. I've got my oil pan, which will capture in excess of 6.5 litres. So the first thing we want to do is we need to remove this cover. You can manipulate that just so it goes like that. Okay, so there's the drain plug. Okay, first part of the process, pretty standard. So I've already removed the cover. That just popped out, just need to apply some pressure there. You can actually completely remove it, so you don't get oil all over it, and pop that to the side. So, let's get this in position. So that's the 17mm socket. And we could do it like that, but I'm actually going to put an extension on. There we go, that wasn't very tight at all. Just going to try and not get too much oil on myself when I take it out. Okay, any second. There we go. So glad I got my gloves on because that's nice and warm. So now I'll whip the gloves off and loosen the filler cover so it'll just come out a little bit quicker. So I've just cleaned up that. So now we need to just remove the old washer and replace it with the new one which came with the filter. I find BOSCH and MANN usually do come with the replacement washer. It's in a little pack at the bottom. So I just double check. Perfect. So I will put a little bit of oil on that before I refit it, just to help seal. I'll just leave that to drain. To access the oil filter, you just need to lift off this cover. So if you just gently go for each corner, I've already pre-loosened this, but you just need to pop up this side, at the back, there and there. So we can remove that and just pop it out of the way. And you can see that was the point where it's fixed. Just there. Just there. And there's another one just there. So you literally just need to give it just a gentle lift and that will come away. The oil filter is around here. And you need a 27mm socket. Okay, a little tip for this next step when we remove the oil filter cover. I've just got a small bag, just a sandwich bag. I'm going to tuck that below the filter, and the filter cover, and then rather than the oil drip all over the engine bay, I'm going to catch it just there. So here's the 27mm socket. Okay, that's that. There it goes. Just a tiny bit of spillage just to clear up. Not a lot. So the next thing, you can see just there's a seal. So I'm going to pop that one off. Here we are. There's the new seal. That just pops in there, nice and easy. I've already pre-oiled it. There is a little bit that sticks out the bottom of this filter that needs to be aligned. You should be able to see it straight down there, look. We'll just put the filter in first so that we know it's definitely in the right position. It's clicked in nicely. Won't rotate. Okay, for the next part, I'm going to use the torque wrench set to 25 nanometers. There we go. Okay, for this last step, I'm just going to give this a little clean. We'll refit the drain plug with the new washer. And with the torque wrench set to 25 nanometers, the 17mm socket, we'll just tighten that back up. There we go. So I'm not going to replace the cover yet. I'm going to start filling it back up, check it for leaks, and if I'm happy, then I'll put the cover back on. Okay, so this will be the first 4 litres. So for this next part, I need to put 2.5 litres in. So this is a full container, so I'll be working to get it down to that level. It's going to take a bit of trial and error. Okay, that's the first litre. I'm going to aim to get this down to the 2 litre mark and then hand measure the last 500 ml. Okay, that's the last half a litre. Now I'm going to check under the bonnet for leaks. Okay, so we can replace the filler cap. We can also reseat this cover. So you can see these are the lugs that we need to pop in, and then see those in there. Just to make life a bit easier in the future, I'm just going to pop a little bit of Vaseline on those. Okay, so that slides at the back. Feel for where we need to line that one up. That's fine, and that one. So that's popped in. Just going around the side, push this side. And the same on the other side. That's it. Easy. Okay, so the last step, just checking, make sure there's no leak. There's not. Looking good. Right, so we just need to replace this. So these two just slide in. And then once it's in position, there you go. Finished. Now to the inside to reset the interval. Okay, so the engine's warm. Now I'm going to measure the level of the oil. There's that icon there. Great, looks perfect. With your foot off the brake, press the start-stop button. Now, press and hold the trip reset button. This will display the service menu. I've already reset mine, so it's not possible to do it again. But all you'd need to do, if it was possible, is press and hold the trip reset button. It'll then come up on the display, asking you if you want to reset it, and then press and hold it again for a few seconds, and it will show you that the reset has been completed. When you're finished, just leave it. It'll time out, as you can see on my display, and then away you go.